Our dish today is Həftəbecər. This is an Azerbaijani vegetable bake that I learned from my mother-in-law. It is such a tasty and easy vegetarian dinner to make. It means 7 ingredients that you grew in your garden. So it's very popular in Azerbaijan. People grow veggies in their garden and make this dish all summer long. I love it any time of the year since I just buy ingredients from the store. So let's get started. We will need 3 medium-sized eggplants or 2 large eggplants. I actually grew these in my garden, so they don't get too large, but 2 large ones from the store will suffice. We will also need 3 tomatoes, 1 onion, 3 potatoes. You can use red or russet, whatever you have on hand, 7 small sweet peppers or 1 large bell pepper, 10 garlic cloves, 2 spicy peppers, any kind, and that's optional. We will also need a half a teaspoon of ground black pepper, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So the directions for this dish are super simple and straightforward. We're pretty much just going to slice all the vegetables. Everything has to be thinly sliced. We'll start with the onions. They have to be thinly sliced like this. If I bring them up to the camera, you can see that they're very thin. Next, we will work on the bell peppers and make sure you cut each one in half and seed it. Then slice it lengthwise into thin strips. Next, I'm going to chop up the garlic. I will cut each garlic clove into about 4 pieces, or if it's a large clove, then maybe 6 pieces. And we will set it aside. Next, we will work on slicing the potatoes. If they are red or white potatoes, they do not have to be peeled. Here, I just cleaned my potatoes. But if they are russet potatoes, then make sure you peel them. And we are going to thinly slice them. Make sure you take your time with the potatoes. You want them to be thin. This is about the thickness of each slice that you are looking for. Now that our potatoes are fully sliced, I am going to take the stem off of the spicy peppers and slice each one in half. Now we will cut the tomatoes into thin slices and finally slice the eggplants. The eggplants have to be sliced lengthwise into super thin, large slices. You are looking to slice the eggplants to about 1/4 inch for each slice. So if I hold 4 slices next to each other, this is what it's going to look like. They will make about 1 inch together. And we are going to finish slicing the eggplants, set it all aside, and then assemble our dish. All the vegetables are ready. I am going to use this 9 by 13 deep roasting pan for easy cleanup, but you can use any deep roasting pan that you have that's approximately the size. Drizzle 1 tablespoon of olive oil on the bottom of the pan, then place some eggplants 1 single layer. Follow it by the sliced potatoes, also 1 single layer. Try to make the layers even, but nothing has to be perfect here because they're all gonna just cook together and have an amazing flavor no matter what. Then throw in some of the sliced onions. You are going to put about 1/3 of the sliced onions here, 1/3 of the peppers, 1/3 of the garlic. You can just approximate. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect. So we're going to now put some garlic in and then put some bell peppers in. And finally, we are going to top it with the tomatoes, the sliced tomatoes. Then we're going to salt and pepper. The salt and the pepper, we're going to be making a total of 3 layers. So you can just divide the salt and the pepper evenly over 3 layers. We are going to repeat this layering 2 more times. So we're going to start again by adding the eggplants, followed by potatoes, onions, garlic, bell peppers, then tomatoes, salt and pepper, and finally repeat 1 more time. I know it looks like it's a lot and the pan is super full, but I promise after baking, it will shrink to half the size. So it's actually not too much. And the last ingredient that we need to add in is the spicy peppers. You can skip the spicy peppers if you don't like anything spicy, but if you do like it, it gives it a really nice flavor. You're just going to place the spicy peppers on top with the seeds facing down. Add the last little bit of salt and pepper left, then drizzle 2 tablespoons of olive oil all over the top. We want all the veggies on top to be covered with olive oil so the foil doesn't stick to them and they don't burn. Now we're going to tightly cover the tray with foil and stick it in a preheated oven to 450 degrees for 1 hour. Our dish is ready. The last thing to do is to top it with some fresh herbs. Usually basil is used in this dish, but I only have parsley, so this is what I'm going to use. I hope this recipe turns out great for you. Please let us know how it turned out for you in the comment section. For more details, find the recipe in the description box. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.